And at some point, I actually might make my own true crime video on it if it keeps doing this, if it keeps going on. All right, that's what's going to happen. It's going to be, it'll be epic too. It'll be so devastating that anybody who didn't realize that what I was saying this whole time was true would have to be an absolute moron. Okay?
What? They'd already started repairs, so we couldn't even take it anywhere else.
Yeah, shit the way they do that.
Tell me about it. 2.5 grand later, and then... Hey, what's going on?
It's mine, Daddy. Noah keeps taking away from me.
Noah, give it back.
No.
Noah, give it back.
No!
I said give it back now. Noah!
Larry, what the hell are you doing?
Larry!
Larry, you can't just... Oh,
Larry! Oh, are you all right? How dare...
Larry!
Righto, what's going on here?
Oh, sir, I'm arrested. Oh!
Now, you guys have been so amazing to me lately, like for real, and I brought you guys a special treat today. I don't usually do videos like this, so it took me weeks, and I want to thank everybody that helped me make this video. But mostly, I'm thankful to the Real Chill fam for being so patient with me. Like I said, a lot of time went into making this video, and a lot of people helped me along the way. All that I ask is that you wait till the end of the video before you form your opinion. With that being said, this video is going to be about Gray Hughes. If you don't know who Gray Hughes is, you definitely will by the end of this video. So, strap in and pinch your nipples. It's about to get heavy.
And get ready, cause this shit's about to get heavy. Just settle all the lawsuits. Fuck you, Nancy!
Well, nobody cares, Real Chill Graz.
Let's get ready to rumble!
So let's do it, guys. It is time. Okay, so before I get started, I want to remind Gray that all of the clips that I'm using from the very profitable business Gray Hughes Investigates, well, it's for commentary and criticism. Although I anticipate he's going to try to take it down, this is the definition of fair use.
I just want Gray Hughes to love me.
Lance Gray Hughes is a bitter, angry old man on YouTube who pretends to have a true crime channel. I use the term true crime pretty loosely because his channel is mostly about harassing other creators on this platform.
And the Gray Hughes and the Lord and Arts, but I don't go to them anymore. Hey, I'm going to get on microphone and I'm going to just be an asshole. And it's like, and then you're going to give me money. And then like, that's what I see. It's just like, here's Bridge Guy. We'll put Bridge Guy walking around on a loop. And I'm going to sit there and yell at you guys for like 2 hours and get paid. And I'm not being unrealistic. Like that's what is going on. I've seen it's clear as day. People come in there and I call it the masochistic vacuum. Like they come in there and they get the sadist, the bully that could just sit there and, you know, mow them down. And they're like, thanks, Gray, for treating me like shit. Here's $5.
In my opinion, Gray Hughes is not only like the worst YouTuber on the platform, but he's actually one of the reasons why the true crime genre doesn't get monetized like it should.
When they say stuff like, no tip is something, you know, no tip isn't, well, I'm not sure what the term is. No tip is too small or something. They're just saying that to make you feel good.
So Gray's channel gained popularity back in 2017 when he reconstructed the Monon High Bridge using a computer program that they teach in high school called AutoCAD. Since then, he's been able to profit off this case, support himself and his wife through all of the public donations. Gray does weekly Delphi shows in which he reads Wikipedia articles and other online articles. None of it is original, and it's all just a big money grab.
The people that don't know that it's absurd are not people that can be helped in society. Okay, there's something wrong with them.
The reason I'm making this video is because, just like so many of you guys, I was recently attacked by Gray Hughes. I was being nice to him, I was talking to him regularly, until one day he just snapped. And I later learned he does this quite regularly.
What am I supposed to be looking at, Lily Rose? You only use that when I need to be looking at something. Because there's glass, okay? Just let me do, this is what I do here, okay? I don't know, Karen. Probably not even related. Okay, Karen, yeah, we know what you're saying. You keep saying it over and over again. I don't know what that has to do with anything, Jennifer. Let's try to everybody make sense for the rest of the show. Yeah. Sorry, I had to respond to some idiocy going on.
And it opened me up to be like, oh, maybe some of these rumors about him are true. Yep. So green or pink, gray, purple, blue, gray? Yes. Gray Hughes. He pretends to have the state-of-the-art YouTube channel, all so he can exploit the families of victims, and so he can profit off of the deaths or disappearances of their loved ones. Gray does this by doing live streams and e-begging for money every day. Every single day, he milks these victims for every penny he can get.
Now this year we are at 13,600 and we're only in April. That's crazy, right? Like if that was literally, that would be 30, I mean if you if you actually extrapolate that out, that would be 40 something thousand, wouldn't it be?
He then donates a small percentage of that money to charity, and he gloats about it for hours. The fact that he gives that small percentage totally distracts everybody from the manipulation that's going on in plain sight.
I feel like I'm exceedingly generous with the funds that all of you, with your generosity, send over.
Just because he gives away money, he must be this great ethical person, right? I mean, that's what you would think. But ladies and gentlemen, that is far from the truth.
So, here are 7 signs that someone you know may be a sociopath. Number 1, sociopaths lack empathy.
You know, Libby's mom, she's an anti-law enforcement type person in this case. So whenever she says anything about it, I wouldn't even listen to it. You know, it's meaningless. When she says, oh, law enforcement did this, they did that, it just doesn't mean anything. Then all of a sudden, they call in, hey, you're raising money off of my kid. And it's like, no, that's not what we're doing. We've never done that. And I tried to explain it to him, but the dad wouldn't listen. The mom seemed to understand what was going on a little bit. He was just nuts. All right? And those people were absolutely a nightmare at the press conferences as well. So it wasn't like it was just my channel.
They can come across as cold, harsh, callous, and unfeeling. Number 2, they're manipulative.
Anyways, I'm not going to turn this into like some kind of drama channel type shit. On the Whack Job, Harvey's channel, he's an embarrassment to mankind. Anyway.
Sociopaths have a talent for manipulating others. Number 3, they are dangerously charming. Sociopaths use their charisma and charm to attract others, specifically those who are more vulnerable than themselves.
Try to do that, and then but I'll actually call out the ones that don't, and that does give me a problem, but I think it has to be done. It's like you can't just let people like I was on a show earlier, not on the show but like in the chat, and they were talking about, hey, it's just whatever you want to do, you know. See, it always makes me ashamed when I see some of the freaks watching total garbage.
I know,
and
Grace.
Commenting.
Will you forgive me, Grace?
And they comment over there like they say, wow, that was so interesting in the comments, and I just want to bury my head in the sand out of shame.
No, but they had all that like stuff.
Well, I'm more upset that they keep saying their channel name, because now people are like, oh, let me go check it out, you know. It's garbage,
I know,
so you're
nobody
selling
go
it.
look at it. I
Well, you're
sorry.
selling it.
I've
piece
only
of
seen
shit.
it. I'm doing it for you, so.
Yeah, there's a lot of channels like that. Yeah.
But see, that's why I have you, Gray, to show me the way.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, there's.
I just want Gray Hughes to love me.
They will feign concern or kindness to get people to believe them and establish a sense of trust. That way, it becomes easier to manipulate them. Number 4, sociopaths are ill-tempered and impulsive.
You know, so all of a sudden he just, instead of him doing the cases, he like plugs in his freaking microphone and puts on like Delphi, and he's just like, this is Bridge Guy. And then he turns to his chat and he's like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, for like 2 hours. And then he's like, well, I made $2,000. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. See you tomorrow. And I'm like watching this shit, and I'm like, you know.
Number 5, they have strained relationships.
Yeah. You guys are so strange. Can you guys quit typing in, literally, like when there's a good caller? You don't need to type in that it's a good caller and how you loved everything. Just say thank you, Brian. It's kind of weird, you know? It's just a little strange.
Sociopaths see people as a means to an end, whether it's to glean information from, or for emotional fulfillment, or for money. They use people to obtain something and feel threatened when someone tries to insert themselves. Number 6, they're narcissistic.
Yeah, come on. Can we quit using narcissist for everything? Good God, everybody. Jesus Christ. Every 2 seconds that word pops up there. Every 5 seconds. No matter what you are. Oh, you're a narcissist. You're a narcissist. Oh, you're a narcissist. Let me ask you this. If a narcissist is right, does it make them a narcissist? Let's say they're really confident in what they're saying, and it turns out it was correct. Why are they a narcissist at that point? It just means that they, you know... see, here's the thing is, so many people... I get called that. I get called it 1,000 times. Yeah, nobody's perfect. I get called it all the time, okay? I don't really... I think it's hilarious.
Sociopaths develop a superiority complex and use this complex to justify the way they treat others. Because sociopaths do not feel remorse, they do not normally apologize. And number 7, they find enjoyment in others' suffering.
Anyways, I'm not going to turn this into like some kind of drama channel type shit. For everything. On the Whack Job, Harvey's channel, he's an embarrassment to mankind. Anyways, I'm not going to turn this into like some kind of drama channel.
Shut up!
I can get more in 1 hour. If you watch 1 hour of my videos, it will be equivalent to 400 hours on Gray's show. Turn this into like some kind of drama.
So fetch.
Shitty. He's one of the most important people in the history of mankind. He's worked with every single president that's been alive in the history of the world. He's got some crazy genetic, some shots put into a system where he was actually alive when George Washington was president. Wow, it's unbelievable. Man, everybody, we're so lucky to have somebody of that caliber on YouTube. We just don't realize it. Anyways, I'm not going to turn this into like some kind of drama channel type shit.
On Wednesdays, we wear pink.
Absolutely absurd stuff.
They will viciously attack any YouTube creator for even mentioning a case that he's making money off of.
That's not the way of the jet.
You know why? Well, it's because Gray sees Delphi in other cases as his own personal little money tree.
Right. So, by the way, if you ever have time, the YouTubers that I often talk about. So mean. Yeah, Jesus.
You know why they're viciously attacking people? Well, it's because if people are watching them, then Gray's losing money. Gray directly profits from these murders, and it's bringing in a steady supply of income for him. So running off other creators, it's literally made him a fortune. He's literally been on a 4-year vacation, and grifting for cash is his full-time job. The tactics that he uses and the malicious strategies he employs are diabolical. Some might even say it's evil what he's doing.
Hey, it's over. How about this? I'll do it whenever I feel like talking about it, okay? Whenever you talk like that, I just want to remove you from the channel. It doesn't help at all. It's just sort of like, hey, get to the point, get to the point. Well, I'll get to it when I feel like it, all right? Hey, thank you, One Sly Angel and Miss Incredible.
Gray goes to extreme lengths to make sure that nobody's messing with his Delphi money tree. Let's discuss some of these tactics that he's currently using.
You see what we have here? A classic bait and switch.
One of the tactics that he uses is Gray will go into another creator's live stream and he'll find a reason to disagree with them. Now this is usually a small and petty reason.
It's my fancy sauce.
And it almost always has to do with the Delphi case.
Like I was on a show earlier, not on the show, but like in the chat, and they were talking about, hey, it's just whatever you want to do. You know?
He then calls them horrible names. He embarrasses them in their own backyard. But that's just the beginning. See, the real magic happens when he goes back on his channel and he tells his 50,000 subscribers that the only reason that you were mad at him is because you disagreed with the facts on a case.
Yeah, Jules Thought always attacks people because it's called clout chasing. You know, if you even mention her, like saying, boy, she really was absolutely incorrect on that. You know, really excited about the kung fu aspect of the case. You know, it's, you know, so if you say something like that, she gets really upset and then makes an entire video about you.
You see, that's a blatant lie. Because he knows damn well we are only mad at him because he is so disrespectful and mean. Gray insults people until they get upset, and then he lies to people saying the only reason they're upset is because Gray is such a good, ethical guy.
Try to do that, and then but I'll actually call out the ones that don't, and that does give me a problem, but I think it has to be done. It's like
another strategy he employs is the most hypocritical power play that I've witnessed in my whole life. He actually attacks other YouTube creators who make money on YouTube. He calls them things like grifters or con artists, all the while donations are coming into him hand over fist. Sometimes Gray rants about other creators for hours. In no other genre on YouTube is it okay with somebody with 50,000 subscribers to bully and attack a new creator with the sole purpose of trying to run them off the platform. Many of Gray's subscribers will help him attack other creators and try to run them off the platform, and that's why YouTube has these terms and policies. According to Gray, he's the only YouTuber in the world who should be making videos about true crime, and everybody else is beneath him.
It's going to be a complete load of crap that you're about to hear. Unless they are somebody who literally, let's just say they were kind of like me.
He's viciously attacked almost every creator. It's honestly much more difficult to find a friend of Gray's than it is to find a creator that he has not insulted. At this point, he'll bite someone's head off for a typo. Hell, I even seen him yell at his own subscribers for saying hello to each other.
So nobody else wants to call in and tell their stories? Or just talk for a minute? Or hey, did you see what Candy Girl said? She said that I'm so mean and I scare people away.
No idea.
Freaks is synonymous to masochists as far as I've witnessed in that place. But it's a very kind of abusive environment. Like it kind of reminds me like when you get like when my dad was pissed off when we did something bad and he's not saying anything. He's just standing there and his head's bobbing and we're all standing there like waiting for his head to explode. That's what Gray is. You go in there and you just see him sitting there drinking his Gatorade and he's like my dad with his head like this and you can't say anything. You just might as well just fucking leave. I mean, if you can. But
online bullying is a serious issue, And it's sad that we still have to deal with it today's day and age. Guys, Gray doxes people. He runs background checks on other creators to smear them. He threatens other creators. He harasses people during their live streams. And most of all, he exploits victims of murders and missing people's cases. As long as Gray can intimidate and destroy any creator that gets in his way of making money, he's laughing his way all the way to the bank. Another one of my absolute favorite things that Gray will do is, after being a hypocrite and calling people horrible names and grifters, he will actually put himself in a fake digital prison that he calls So Mean Jail.
Gray, you're so mean.
Oh, did you hear Gray? He's so mean to his callers. Oh, God.
Look at that. I said no because you're too mean.
You really are, Gray. You're so mean. Gosh, Gray, you're so mean. Why can't people just make videos the way they want to?
Well, now I guess I have to go to jail then. The Hawk sent me to jail. Poor Gray. That's the only way to get this started. Hey, thanks, Alley Cake, Chad Bobinger.
And guess how he gets out of jail, guys? If you guessed by sending him a lot of extra money, you would be correct, guys.
You guys, we're starting off slow tonight. We gotta make sure that we're maintaining for the end of the month. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to send myself to jail. Poor Gray. That's the only way to get this started. Hey, thanks, Alley Cake, Chad Bobinger.
Gray knows exactly what he's doing. At the start of every show, pay attention. He talks about charity or other YouTubers to divert us from what's going on in plain sight. He distracts us from his unethical tactics and manipulation. He acts like he's fighting the con artist when he's the biggest con artist out there.
We gotta thicken our revenue stream. We gotta thicken our fucking stream. We gotta thicken the fuck out of that stream right now.
But this video is far from over, guys. This is exactly what the rules and regulations of YouTube are here for, to stop and prevent bullying.
If you create content for YouTube, it's important to understand our community guidelines, common sense rules that anyone using YouTube needs to follow to keep their videos and account in good standing. If these aren't followed, content may be flagged by the community, and after review, could be removed, age-gated, or possibly have features restricted on that channel. And any threats like predatory behavior, stalking, or intimidation are unacceptable. Anyone caught doing these things may be permanently removed from YouTube. Don't post videos that harass or cyberbully anyone. If you post malicious videos or comments on YouTube, these can be reported and removed. Remember, there's a person behind every video and comment.
Well, the very best person to show you who Gray Hughes is, that's Gray Hughes himself. So without further ado, I bring to you Gray Hughes Investigates. The biggest con artist, the biggest troll, the smartest grifter in YouTube history. Enjoy.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
None of the people that they thought it was. Who knows?
You must not ever...
Yeah,
ever
I don't know, maybe.
Can you actually hear me when I'm talking? Because you always keep talking over at the same time.
What?
You keep talking over me when I'm trying to get a thought out. So I'm wondering if
Oh,
you can
I'm
actually...
sorry.
My name is Lance, everybody. This guy sleuthed me out. Everybody, my name is Lance.
No,
my name is Lance. I've told everybody
it's
1,000 times.
Everyone knows
I've
that you're
told-
Lance Gray Hughes.
Well, no, but
I know that.
Well, no, but my name isn't really Lance Gray Hughes. I was born L. Gray Hughes. Then the doctor wrote Lance on the birth certificate. Oh yeah, she was here a few minutes ago. In jail again. Bail money for today. So it's not like you just one day go, hey, you know what I'm going to do? I am going to abduct a little kid and put him in my basement. Of the audio, no, because that comment was removed, and what you might have to ask yourself, was the comment removed because it was incorrect? Unbelievable. You know, the guy kept attacking me all day on Twitter, but eventually I just had to put the receipts out there, and hopefully that was good enough. Okay, we donated $2,100 last night and $500 earlier in the month, so that was $2,600 for the month, and one of them was even for Texas EquiSearch. Now this year we are at 13,600, and we're only in April. That's crazy, right? Like if that was literally, that would be 30. I mean, if you if you actually extrapolate that out, that would be 40 something thousand, wouldn't it be? No, not 30. 30,000. No, wait, 4 months times 3, so it'd be. We're trying to get to 30,000. That's the goal this year. Hey, it's over. How about this? I'll do it whenever I feel like talking about it, okay? Whenever you talk like that, I just want to remove you from the channel. It doesn't help at all. It's just sort of like, hey, get to the point, get to the point. Well, I'll get to it when I feel like it, all right? Hey, thank you, One Sly Angel and Miss Incredible. What are you talking about, Bush and Beach Lifestyle? What are you talking about? You have no idea what I'm saying. You told us what? What are you talking about? I'm just going through this one little thing here. You guys are crazy. Do you want me to just stop right now, or? Yeah. That's not even, just pay attention instead of typing like you know what I'm going to say. It sounds so ludicrous, okay? Honest to God. You don't know what I'm going to be saying. So anyways, this guy told me that this sketch existed way before, okay? What do you mean you remember? I've never talked about this before. I'm going to start deleting people when you keep saying that. It's so ludicrous. It's unbelievable. Yeah, I think I might actually just turn off chat. No DNA. He didn't though, Vanessa. Where are you? What planet are you on? Wow, Jesus. Okay, well, hey, Blue Phoenix, are you a psychic? I think you're a psychic, aren't you? Now that I'm looking at your picture, let me see. What do you think? What do you think this is saying right here? Hold on a second. That's stupid. I heard stupid. Did you hear that? It's like, stupid. Did you hear that? Okay. All right. Okay. I heard stupid in there at least once. I just had a clown email me saying, gosh, Gray, you're really exploiting it. No, I'm covering this case right now because this is a really big story. It's just so amazing, these idiots. Like, they emailed me right during the show. Hell, I'll even say the guy's name. The idiot's name is, let's see, Jason Valston. Total moron. He writes this big, long thing. You know, it was just another one of those hit. Well, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but he's a total moron. Okay, so that's what. So, you guys, we're starting off slow tonight. We gotta make sure that we're maintaining for the end of the month. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to send myself to jail. All right? Well, I guess I have to go to jail then. The Hawk sent me to jail. Poor Gray. That's the only way to get this started. Hey, thanks, Allie Cake, Chad Bobinger. All right, I'll unblock him. All right, but I'll just put him on. We'll just time him out. Get rid of all the comments. Okay, good. Yeah, we got a little bit over the goal. I mean, it's, you know, it was kind of an average type of night. You know, the really big nights, like when I do Delphi, those kind of make up for some of the slower nights. But why should I have to be covering Delphi? You know, it's just to be able to
to do that. I'm not sure what makes it so that people are more excited about that. And yes, everybody, my channel brings in donations. It supports my channel and
Just
charity.
in case you need bail later.
Yeah, I'm sure I will. I am not ashamed at all to actually make money on my channel, okay? As long as, if you guys are consistent, though, and bitch when IDTV has a television program, or Discovery, you know, any of those channels, 48 Hours, if you're calling them on the phone, bitching when somebody makes money, then good for you. At least you're consistent. Hey, thanks, Timothy. The difference is, though...
If you want me to.
Drinking beer and staying in. It's a blizzard out there.
That's crazy. The difference, though, between me and the other channels that make money, and, you know, there's a few that are like me, is we donated a ton of it to charity. We donated $22,000 last year, and so far this year we have $8,000 so far. $1,500 of that, however, was a matching by our buddy Jeff. I support anybody out there that makes money on YouTube.
I'll be Chewbacca if you want
Hey,
me
thanks,
to.
Brian Joe. Except I don't support the people who put videos out that are fake for sensationalistic reasons to make money. I'm doing my channel where I just put out the information on cases, and then we speculate reasonably on that information, okay?
I'll be Chewbacca if you want me to.
So that's what the difference is. You won't see any of the other YouTubers that you're following in the Delphi case donate a nickel to charity. Maybe $10 here or there. You know, hey, I'll tell you what, I'll give a penny for every $10 I make. Yay! Okay, bullshit. All right, we donated last year $1,000 to the ballpark fund, which was all matched, so it was $2,000, and then $600 this year to nicknamegraz in honor of Abby and Libby. At the request of Kelsey, all right? So once you start matching some of that, come over here and start bitching, all right? Hey, now here's the thing, everybody, is I've donated more to the Abby and Libby case than I've ever made off of it, okay? That's just the reality of it. Hello? Yeah. Is this 870? Yeah, you got to turn off the audio from the show. You don't listen to the show audio, you listen to your phone that you called on. No, I know it's delayed, obviously. That's why people, when you call in a show of any kind, you turn off the audio from the video and you just talk on the phone. You still there?
Yes, sir.
Let me ask you this. What do you get out of saying that? Now, be honest. What do you get out of saying that? Are you trying to let everybody know that you're better than everybody? Because that's what it sure as hell sounds like. So, it's like... I don't do those kinds. I do things where I... Oh, really? You like a really crazy channel there, Karen. Hey, Carrie, I'm not sitting here just reading your comments. You're not that interesting, okay? So don't go, can you answer? Good. Listen, if you're going to answer a question again, make sure you ask it again the next time you type it in, because I might actually see it. God. What a ridiculous... Don't whine like that, okay? You sound like a little baby. Yeah, great. Keep up the great work. Whatever. Yeah. Don't pretend that, like, you didn't type in that stupid comment. But when you type in something like I'm sitting there staring, reading just your comments, you know, just realize that I'm not reading hardly any of your comments. Like, I see probably 10% of them. No, I'm not behind at all. There isn't any, not stupid bull, heard it today, sorry you're behind. No, I'm not behind at all. You don't know what the signatures are. Yes, I know all about the 3 signatures that he mentioned. Yep. I don't know what the 3 signatures are. Do you, Carrie? No, you didn't. You said, do I know what the signatures are? And then a few minutes later you said, can you answer my question? You know, just ask it again next time, Carrie. All right? Uh-oh, I got sent to jail. I guess I was too mean to Carrie. I'm in jail now. It has nothing to do with reality, okay? The psychics that have been deployed in the Delphi case should be ashamed of themselves. All right? Anybody who got one in it, anybody who talked to one, you should be ashamed of yourself. I'm not sure what you're saying, little Pookie. You're going to have to write better English. Okay? It's terrible. What do you mean you can't see? What are you talking about? Yeah, it's just you. You probably had too much to drink. You're blind. Yeah. Well, the thing is, I'm covering so many other cases out there, but I come back to this one. I try to do it every, couple weeks or so, but but it's not even that because there's really nothing new. Like one of those outcast kids. I know this is right out of one of those cliche novels, but yeah. I think you should start your own psychic channel. Seriously. And then he catches up to him because he's about, when the shot's taken, as we figured out, not at any other channel, he's about 60 feet away when that video's taken. He's actually past, well, you don't have to say correct, I'm the one that figured it out. He's absolutely a moron. And he always is. Every time I listen to him speak, I just go, oh, Jesus, oh, God, oh, God, oh, Jesus. But he thinks he's really, a moron. Absolutely a moron. And he always is. Every time I listen to him speak, I just go, oh, Jesus, oh, God, oh, God, oh, Jesus. But he thinks he's really intellectual because he's rich. He's just he's a dipshit. Like, literally, oh, God, I can't stand the guy. Anyways, everybody, last night was really slow on here on now we got behind for the month on the Super Chat, so if you guys want to help out, maybe we can catch it back up to that from last night, and we got to keep on trucking for the end of the month. We're on the home stretch, 9 more days left. I guess 8 days of regular shows, and then we have the donation night. Oh my God, LeBron said I'm so mean? Oh well, guess what that means? Darn it. I got put in prison. Well, who cares if he's live, Sarita? Who gives a shit? Wow, we just lost some more. The Grifter. The people that watch the normal days of the week aren't solely Delphi people. Greeno's The Jeans. Ooh, the wet jeans. Like, it was so interesting. And it's like, really?
Yeah.
Who cares that you can't, that has nothing to do with anything. Yes, everybody knows that they crossed the creek. So if your jeans, you can't detect that they're wet or they're wet, it's absolutely meaningless information, okay? So that part was kind of weird. It's like, why would you make that sound? Like, you gave credit to somebody who's just been an absolute thorn in the sides of, it just made a mockery early on of the kid. He's doing better now. I'll give him credit for that. It gets a little bit, I know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about this. So the stuff that you see people like Harvey Carroll doing and those type, it's complete nonsense. All of it. All right?
Yeah, and it's frustrating. It causes people to go the wrong direction. Now people are looking for a possible cleft chin and a mole, and it's when they really should just be focusing on the gate and
Right.
I don't know. Like I said, I go back and forth. I thought, one day I think that they know who it is and they just don't have enough to make an arrest. The next day.
Well, you know what? They're both grifters, Lanius. They're both grifters. They trick people into thinking. They almost do the same technique. They try to get into the newspapers and try to make everybody think they're really grandiose. They have these really high, and they believe the stuff they put out. So the Grifter and Harvey are actually one of the same.
Es ist dem Feind gelungen, die Front in breiter Formation zu durchbrechen. Im Süden hat der Gegner Zossen genommen und stößt auf Stahnsdorf vor. Der Feind operiert jetzt am nördlichen Stadtrand zwischen Frohnau und Pankow, und im Osten ist der Feind bis zur Linie Lichtenberg-Marsdorf-Karlshorst gelangt.
Mit dem Angriff Steiners wird das alles in Ordnung kommen.
Mein Führer, Steiner konnte nicht genügend Kräfte für einen Angriff massieren. Der Angriff Steiner ist nicht erfolgt.
Es bleiben im Raum Keitel, Jodl, Krebs und Butter.
Das war ein Befehl! Der Angriff Steiners war ein Befehl! Wer schickt Sie? Dass Sie es wagen, sich meinen Befehl zu widersetzen! So weit ist das also gekommen. Das Militär hat mich belogen! Jeder hat mich belogen, sogar die SS! Die gesamte Generalität ist nichts weiter als ein Haufen niederträchtiger, treuloser Feiglinge!
Mein Führer, ich kann nicht zulassen, dass die Soldaten, die für Sie verbringen...
Nicht als Feiglinge! Verreiter, Versager!
Mein Führer, was Sie da sagen, ist ungeheuerlich!
Die Generalität ist das Geschmeiß des deutschen Volkes! Sie ist ohne Ehre! Sie nennen sich Generale, weil Sie Jahre auf Militärakademien zugebracht haben, nur um zu lernen, wie man Messer und Gabel hält! Jahrelang hat das Militär meine Aktionen nur behindert! Es hat mir jeden nur ersichtlichen Widerstand in den Weg gelegt! Ich hätte gut daran getan, von Jahren alle höheren Offiziere liquidieren zu lassen, wie Stalin! Ich war nie auf einer Akademie. Und doch habe ich allein auf mich gestellt, ganz Europa erobert. Verräter! Von allem Anfang an bin ich so verraten und betrogen worden. Es wurde ein ungeheurer Verrat geübt am deutschen Volke. Aber alle diese Verräter werden bezahlen. Mit ihrem eigenen Blut werden sie bezahlen. Sie werden es saufen in ihrem eigenen Blut.
Bitte, Gerda. Jetzt beruhig dich doch.
Meine Befehle sind in den Wind gesprochen. Es ist unmöglich, unter diesen Umständen zu führen. Es ist aus. Der Krieg ist verloren. Aber wenn Sie, meine Herren, glauben, dass ich deswegen Berlin verlasse, irren Sie sich gewaltig. Eher jage ich mir eine Kugel durch den Kopf.